Islam, right here. Congratulations, you did it. The 17th straight win. It was a tough fight to get there, but how good do you feel right now having accomplished what no one else in the history of our sport has ever done before?
I feel happy. Thank you so much. Feel happy. Hard fight. It's good fight, good opponent. And now it's no more Anderson Silva. Islam Makhachev record. I like this.
What about the fight maybe surprised you the most? Was it like his resistance on the takedown? Was it his striking, if anything at all?
Jan is good opponent, and very hard to fight with someone who stand and wait, He just waiting, and very hard to show good performance with someone like that. He stand, I see his leg, try to take him down. He have some good defense, but very hard to show good performance with someone like that.
You clearly won the first 2 rounds, and then 2 of the judges gave him the 3rd and the 4th. So it was, getting pretty close in that 5th round. Did you feel you needed to go and, get that takedown with a few minutes left and just close the fight strong?
Of course, this is some of them give 1 rounds or 4th rounds, but I feel I won the 3 rounds, before the last round, But Khabib and all corners say you have to win the last round. And on the last round, I feel I can take him down, do something more, because this 3rd and 4th round not very tough, and I have power to finish, to go show the good performance end of the fight,
And you dropped him with that head kick in the 2nd. Did you think you were going to be able to get him out of there in that moment?
Yeah, I just told in some media, he happy I don't have big leg, I just catch him with my fingers, and it's good shot, After that, I try to land it some punch, go crazy, don't control my emotion, and almost finish him.
And just last for me, there's videos of Carlos Prates and Michael Morales backstage arguing about who should get the title shot against you next, and they both want it. They both think they deserve it. How do you feel?
I don't know who I want to choose, no matter who is them. Maybe let them fight. Why they not fight in this card to see who is the #1 contender, But it's okay.
Thank you so much. I feel very happy after this win because it was a very hard fight. My opponent was strong, tall, and had very good defense. It was not easy to take him down, and I had to stay patient during the whole fight. I believe I controlled the first rounds, but I knew the last round was also important. My coaches told me to finish strong, so I stayed focused and gave everything until the final second. Winning 17 fights in a row and making history is something very special for me.
In a very good, interesting, tactical main event between Islam and Ian Machado Garry. Ian showed great defensive work. Islam showed that he was strong either against a bigger guy. Give us your thoughts on the main event and how it played out.
What did you say? He was what?
Stronger and...
Let me read. They have this thing like AI doing it for me now. Machado, Ian showed great defensive work. Islam showed that he was strong even against the bigger guy. Give your thoughts on the main event and how it played out.
When I hear it back, it sounds like a bad question.
Not a bad question. I think that, this is my honest opinion on it. I felt like tonight was set up for the upset. I felt like the upset could happen tonight with so much on the line, all the records that Islam has, and he's going to break Anderson Silva's record. There's weight classes for a reason. Ian Garry is a big, rangy, strong guy who has great takedown defense. I mean, if you look at his takedown defense tonight against Islam, it was impressive. I felt like, I think that Ian is a talented guy. If he had even an ounce of killer instinct in that 5th round, he had been beating him to the body. Islam's whole, I think, right side was beat up. His face was beat up. You don't come out and hug and shake hands in the fight. That drives me fucking crazy when there's so much at stake. And there's also, a lot of mental, gamesmanship, whatever you want to call it in this game. You come out in that 5th round with a flying knee or something crazy and you try to finish the fight. I think that this is one of those fights that Ian will go back and watch and say, fuck. Wish I could do that over again. And, that's how I felt. But on the Islam side, Islam went out, complete opposite now. Against a bigger, strong, rangy guy who has good takedown defense, controlled him, shut him down. I don't know if he was in his head and Ian felt like he had to come out and shake hands in the 5th round or whatever, but Islam did exactly what he needed to do to win that fight.
Yeah. Do you feel like what Islam is now doing at welterweight is more impressive than anything he's done before, because it's quite clear that maybe this isn't his completely natural division?
When you go in there, if you're at the weigh-ins, or when I went in after the fight and Ian Garry came over and shook my hand, Ian Garry's handshake is like a fucking vice grip, and he is a big, powerful, rangy guy. And, for Islam to go in and do what he did to him tonight, physical and mental.
This was a very interesting and tactical fight. Ian showed that he is a talented fighter with good takedown defense. In the later rounds, he became more confident and started fighting better. However, Islam stayed calm and did not lose his focus. He was fighting a bigger and physically strong opponent, but he still controlled many important moments of the fight. Islam also landed a big head kick in the 2nd round, which became one of the biggest moments of the fight.
They come back with the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Islam Makhachev, who makes history. 17 wins in a row for Islam Makhachev. He retains his welterweight title. As GC just said, if you were watching the post show, and the watch party, tremendous job by both GC and Rick. A, for the watch party, but B, for actually doing it in those outfits for the entire time. I mean, the dedication to the bit. Primo, 5th fighter to defend a title in 2 different weight classes. Perhaps most importantly, in my opinion, 17th win in a row, breaking Anderson Silva's record, which was 16 wins in a row. He did not break any title defense records or anything like that. Dana White was kind of confused about those records throughout the week. But interestingly enough, same building that Anderson Silva beat Forrest Griffin way back when, UFC 101. Now, that was just a 205-pound fight, but it was one of his greatest performances ever. Same building, same city, of course. Here's Islam Makhachev against Ian Machado Garry in a fight that I think a lot of people were dismissive of Ian Machado Garry's chances in the fight. And it was looking very early on like it was going to be another Islam Makhachev masterclass, certainly after the first 2 rounds. But a funny thing happened in the 3rd and 4th. Machado Garry got his confidence, figured out how to stand and trade with him, was defending takedowns. Islam was pretty much at about 50% throughout, and even when he did take him down, wasn't inflicting much damage. 4th round, going to be very interesting to see how that would score. Now, ultimately, 2 judges gave it 49-46, one 48-47. I suspect those judges who gave it 49-46 for Ian had that 4th round for Islam.
In the end, he did what he needed to do and earned another important victory. One I have respect for my opponent because he is a good fighter and a good person. After the fight, we can shake hands and show respect to each other. But during the fight, I believe both fighters must stay focused on winning. There's a lot at stake and every round is important. My goal inside the cage is always to give my best performance, control the fight, and defeat my opponent. This victory was another big step for me, but I am not finished yet. There are still many strong fighters waiting, and that motivates me to train harder every day.